very good evening to all of you. My name is Alex Varghese. I'm from Section F and I will be taking your Indian economic policy assignment. I'll be covering a very interesting topic that is trending all over India, and by the end of this video, I hope that every one of you will be able to understand how economic political changes that are taking place in a foreign country is affecting the home country, that is India in our situation. So how things that are happening all over the world is affecting us. So let's jump right into the situation. Now, as we all know, trade policies play a very crucial role in shaping the economic landscape of any country. Now, India is the fastest growing economy as of right now, and one of the crucial trade partners of India is the United States of America. And because the trade between the two nations exceeds almost $200 billion in the recent years. Now, however, recently the United States of America has put forward tariffs. Now, what exactly are tariffs? Now, tariffs are taxes that are imposed on the imports. So, if we are sending imports if you're exporting goods towards United States of America, then the American government is putting taxes on them so that the people won't be buying that because it will be too costly for them to buy. So our tax, we won't be able to export much from our country. So basically this happens. So why does a country do this? Why do they put on tariffs? It's because that they can make sure that their domestic manufacturers flourish, because they don't want more foreign goods to enter into their country. So this is one of the reasons that the United States of America is doing that, and also to decrease their current deficit, a trade deficit. And what is a trade deficit? It is the total revenue, the total export minus the total imports. Okay. Now let's understand these tariff. How this tariff is affecting the Indian economy as of right now. Now, pharmaceutical sector, India is a major supplier of generic drugs to the United States, accounting for nearly 40% of the pharmaceutical imports. Higher tariffs mean that Indian medicines become costly for American consumers, that I've explained before. Now, apart from pharmaceutical sector, let's go into textiles. The textile sector is also the India's largest industries, employ millions of people. Now, tariffs make Indian textiles less competitive in the US market, affecting exports and exponentially and potentially leading to job losses in India. And also in the jewelry sector, US tariffs on these jewelries could also lead to lower demand, impacting businesses in cities like Surat. Now, let's understand the impact on export. A significant portion of India's workforce is employed in the export-driven industries. The textile industry alone provides jobs to over 45 million people of India. Now, many of whom are very low-income workers. If tariffs reduce export demand, manufacturers may be forced to cut jobs, leading to more employment. So, a lot of economic changes will happen. And in the trade balance, that I've explained before, so our export will be lower, but our import will rise because we're still importing a lot from US. So our trade deficit will increase. Now, what about the pharmaceutical sector? With increased prices due to tariffs, American buyers may turn to alternative suppliers or push for local manufacturing in the US, reducing India's dominance in the sector. Now, but that doesn't mean that India is going to keep quiet. So India is going to bring about new type of rules for this. Now, what is that? Now, trade negotiations. So India has scrapped the 6% Google tax. So with Google advertising, they are taking 6% tax. So they've scraped it off. Now, also they are focusing on more of domestic production within India, and the trade partnership is increasing. They were expanding to European Union and other Asian countries as well. And counter tariffs, so for exports from US, we're going to put tariffs on them. Now, because of all of this, now it poses a great significant threat to the Indian economy at an initial stage. Unless and until India takes a lot of particular stances, we cannot maintain the balance. And in the long term, our domestic production will increase, but initially we'll have trouble. We'll have a lot of unemployment, and then the foreign investment will be decreasing, and the competitiveness will be decreasing. One important thing is that Indian companies will innovate more now that we have the necessity to innovate. Now, with these tariffs have created short-term economic disruptions, and they also provide an opportunity for India to rethink its trade strategy, and strengthen its economy from within. And I hope that you've understood the trade policies of India as of right now.